Hello, I'm your host, Ismail Chels, and here is the audiobook of Chapter 3, Part 2 of The Rising Tides of the Great Battle for Amerikhanta. But as soon as he said that, everyone in the great army of Amarykhanta all heard sounds of muskets firing in the distance along with sounds of marching. So with hearing that, Generals Lee, Grant, Sherman, and Stonewall Jackson and their troops all turned around and looked in the direction of the sounds. But when they did, they saw the army of the dark charging towards them and firing their muskets in their direction. Then after seeing that, the army of Amerikhanta all crouched back behind the small stone and brick wall. Where they readied their muskets and fired back at the army of the dark. But while they were firing back at them, Generals Lord Drakkar and Lafnak and some of their warriors fired the cannons at them. All but 6 missed. When the cannons were fired at them, most of the army of Amerikhanta was decimated, while the remaining troops were wounded. After the attack, the army of the dark overran and took over the Great Eastern Railroad by force. Upon the takeover of the last 3 railway, General Lord Drakkar announced to the defeated army of Amerikhanta, "The noose on this land is finally tied, and the great shadow rules all. All of you are now weak. Give up and surrender now." But with hearing that, Generals Lee and Grant said, "No, we will not surrender. Our army will keep on fighting until the army of the dark is defeated for good." With hearing that, Lord Drakkar said, "Oh, we'll see about that." Then he and the rest of the army of the dark all marched away from the now ruined rail house and marched back to the Fortress of Shadows in Arizona, Sonelu, to celebrate their victory. Then back at the ruined rail house, Generals Lee, Grant, Sherman, and Stonewall Jackson and their few remaining troops all left the ruined rail house and marched to the nearby town of St. Maria Hollow. Where they stayed at the old Maryville Inn for a while and got to work on recruiting more troops to replace the ones that they lost in the ambush. Thanks for watching. See you all again tomorrow for the audiobook of Chapter 4, Part 1 of The Rising Tides of the Great Battle for Amerikhanta. like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a video.